AITA for telling the person I'm dating I don't have kids. Original and update is at the end as an edit. I am not oop. Original posted 10 days ago. The 22nd of October 2022. 28 meters. Recently got into a car accident. I'm fine. I wasn't at fault, but my car was a total loss. I'm happy about it though. Normally I get a new car every year or so, but because of the loan I had to take on this one I kept it for longer and was genuinely bored of it. My insurance paid me out for the wreck, and with savings and the insurance money I dropped cash on a used Scion FRS. For those unaware, it's a little two-door, stick-shift, sports car. The problem starts with the girl I'm seeing, Jen, 24F, and her son, Zeke, 3. I was showing Jen the car, how much I liked it and that it was a goal for a long time to buy a car of this caliber in cash. She got in, saw the back seat, and said, "Wow, you really can't fit anyone back there. Even a kid." I said, "Yay, but it's really just me driving it, so I don't need a big car. And I don't have kids, so I really didn't need to be sensible." She immediately got out of the car and asked if Zeke meant anything to me. I said Zeke was awesome. He's a great kid, but he's not mine. She asked if I was even ready for the responsibility of a kid, and I said Zeke is the only one I've spent this much time with. But I've only been dating her 4 months and have known him too. So I really hadn't thought of him as more than her kid. She said I was seriously immature and acting like a teenager with my stupid car and grow up. I haven't talked to her at all since the conversation, which was yesterday, but she's texted me a few times letting me know how she feels. Her brother also let me know I needed to man up and start taking things seriously. The most confusing part is she drives a Honda Pilot, a whole-ass SUV. If I need to shuttle Zeke around I can use her car. I'm never alone with him anyway. ETA fake names. Verdict. NTA. Update. Because I wanna just get it out there lol. The accident happened 2 weeks ago. I bought the new car Monday. This all happened Thursday night. After she blew up I never replied to her texts that night. I was upset and wasn't in the headspace to calmly talk about what happened. So I smoked some weed, played GTA, and fell asleep. I worked today, Saturday, and wasn't able to check my phone. I work at a shop building high-performance cars on Saturdays. So I need all my focus going to clients that spend $20,000 plus on these things. I came home and had a small conversation via text with her, where I then made this post after I told her over text I'm not selling the car, but I'm a few months I'll finance a truck since I need one to tow the boat. I promise I'm not rich, just professionally poor. I buy junk and fix it up. And she did not think this was an acceptable response. I left it alone again and went to my parents' house to hang out with them and relax. She just called me absolutely hammered drunk, and went on a 20-minute ramble about the choices I make in my life and how she expected me to be a better person. I don't want to get this post banned from the subreddit, so I'll just say I no longer have to worry about being Zeke's stepdad or what Jen thinks about my automotive situation. I really liked her, so it's kind of a bummer. But these comments and her phone call opened my eyes to a big pot of marinara flags she was cooking. That's really the only update I have. I really hoped it'd be more dramatic lol. Relevant comment from Oop. I have no problem with kids or even being stepdad, if that ever came around. I'm just not actively trying to have kids of my own. I say, child-free, because it's easier than explaining. I've been surrounded by babies and young kids my entire life and am perfectly fulfilled not having my own. But if a future paper has them, wants them, I have no issue fathering or caring for a child. I don't know why, but her brother contacting him and telling him to man up and start taking things seriously gave me the heebie-jeebies. I went into this thinking Oop hid the fact that he had kids from his GF or something lol. But yeah, I'm on his side for this. 4 months is incredibly short, and expecting him to basically adopt her kid after that is daft. It's not like he wasn't open to it, but this is the equivalent of demanding someone marry you. Basically. 4 months and she wants him to be daddy already? That's dodgy as hell that. Glad he got out of there. Whoa. 4 months in and met the little guy 2 months ago and offered much reasoning. You made the right decision, dude. Sadly. Man up, cold sweat smile, tears of joy rolling on the floor, laughing what? Okay, then. Seems a bit presumptuous after 4 months to expect someone to be a step-parent to your kid. Much less introduce them prior to spending a year with that person. Bunch of expectations with no previous conversation. 4 months. 4. They probably haven't even talked seriously about considering merging their finances or moving in together. Why the heck should he not have at least a little fun with a new toy which he could enjoy for even a year before they decide to take the next big steps in their relationship? This honestly sounds like it belongs on our entitled people, because I can't imagine telling a new BF that he has to get a car big enough for my child. Bizarre. I had a BRZ from 2014 to 2021. You can absolutely fit a 3-year-old in there. The trunk is huge. I was 4 months in dating and she's already angry at Op for not thinking of her kid when he does his financial purchases? I thought that was absurd. They haven't been together for a full year. And then she brought her brother to berate him and just. She must be a movie theater employee projecting all her immaturity on Op. My dad always drove a 2-seater sports car. My mom had a sedan, and when we all went somewhere we took it. My parents took the sports car for date night. And it was awesome cause my dad would pick me up in the sports car at school function and my classmates were super jealous. Normally I get a new car every year or so. Not to yuck other people's yum. But if you aren't buying them cash and have to rely on financing, leasing, don't do this. Lady, I've been seeing you for 4 months. I have exactly zero obligation to run my decisions by you before making them. And while I like your kid, he does not factor into my life choices yet. Jen doesn't seem to be looking for a partner, but rather a man who can be a father to her child. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but I really don't agree with how she went about it. A friend of mine who was a single mother was always upfront with any guy who asked her on a date that she had a kid. She would not, however, introduce that man into her child's life unless she trusted him. It seems super quick to be expecting parental type thinking when your partner of 4 months has only known your child for 2. Especially when it sounds like they hadn't really talked about parenting, step-parenting at this point. Why would anyone expect someone they are dating for 4 months to weigh in their needs when making a major purchase? I have a feeling there are other issues going on here with both of them. But based on her reaction to that alone, I'd say he's saved himself some headaches. Edit forgot a couple words. Why on earth would a mother even want a new boyfriend to take over partial parenting role? It was only 4 months. I would never even consider introducing a new partner into my children's lives until at least 78 months into the relationship, no matter how great I thought things were going. So immature and desperate on the mother's part. She was stepdad shopping, not dating. A new car every year? Big bro calling him and telling him to man up after 4 months of dating is a red flag straight to The face. The guy sounds like a total douchebag, but he's right, he doesn't have kids. Yeah, doesn't sound like Oop was as serious as she was. I can understand her concern, but if they weren't at that level, then her level of pissed off is not reasonable. Sounds like it is for the best that they are separated.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.